What's up, everybody? Ben Rasa here for OddsShopper Golf, talking a little one and done picks for the Mexico Open. Set the tee off this week. Now, we're less than a month away. PGA Championship is rolling on, but in between these big majors, in between these elevated events, in between the big money events, we need to sustain for one and done. You may be behind, you may be ahead, you may be in the middle. It does not matter. You can move up and down so quickly, and that's what we're here to do. We're going to talk about some of my favorite picks for one and done this week. If you're just joining us for the first time, if you've just found out about OddsShopper Golf, maybe you're part of the overall OddsShopper family, this is just PGA. This is just golf betting, all things one and done. We've got you covered here. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. I didn't see you guys last week because there was no one and done because it was a team play event. So let's dive into the picks here. I'm going to go one safe, one kind of quote unquote risky, and then who I'll be going with in one and done this week. First up, let me get this out of the way. I don't think you should play Jon Rahm in an event like this. I just don't. There's so many spots to play him. You probably don't even have him available. If I was going to go super conservative, I'd be more apt to go to Tony Finau. I personally don't even have him available. But if I did, Tony Finau, it makes perfect sense here. Obviously, he's inside 10-1. That's why I brought up the outrights just as a marker. He was second at this course last year. He gained 15 strokes tee to green. That's ridiculous. That's bananas. Just couldn't putt at all. It's Tony Finau in a very weak field. Driving distance seems to play a role here. He is striking it out of control. His irons have been just like off the charts good in 2023. Not only gaining in every tournament, but gaining significantly 3, 4, 5 strokes on the approach each and every week. If this is a neutralized putting type week, Tony Finau should and probably will be amongst the leaders come Sunday. So if you're looking for a safety net, if you're looking for a guy and you don't have Finau penciled in for bigger tournaments late in the year, he has got to be strongly considered to be one of the safest plays on the board. And again, there's still over $1 million up for grabs here in Mexico to the winner. I believe the purse is around $8 million, a little less total. So there's serious money in this tournament. It's just not to the level of some of the others. So to get things started, a very safe, a very easy, a very logical pick in Tony Finau, who's playing great golf, checks all the boxes, and does not have a field that is littered with top end stars. So one on the board. Get a little aggressive in a second, but before I do, you see here I'm using FanDuel Sportsbook for the odds just as a marker here if you don't play on FanDuel. I know you know about FanDuel, but maybe you never signed up. Maybe you're somewhere else. Maybe your state just came online. They have the new customer offer. The link is below. Bet 5, get 150 in bonus bets. Guaranteed. It's that simple. All you have to be is 21 plus. If you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. But if you're looking for some extra money, maybe you're betting some outrights. Maybe you like to bet parlays. Maybe you just like extra money. This is a way to do it. Again, new customers, you just click the link below, you sign up, and you are in. Super simple, super easy. And FanDuel, of course, one of the best sports books out there. Tony Finau on the board for a potential one and done pick. Let's get a little risky. So I'm going to go down the board to Stephan Jaeger. I like this guy. Big fan of him. Certainly going to have him available in one and done. Is this the right course for him? I honestly don't know. We don't really know about this course. Now, he looked good last year here. He came in 15th. He lost 2 strokes off the tee, and everywhere else he gained significantly. That's not the exact recipe for success that I'm looking for. But with Jaeger, it is a little different because he's such an elite at times around the green player. And he's kind of transformed his game a little bit. I don't know what to make of it. In 2023, his irons have really improved. Fantastic to see. His putter has really gone away, though. He has lost strokes putting in 8 straight events. That is super atypical. This was not an elite putter, but he was certainly a solid guy with the flat stick. Not a guy I worried about on the greens. Again, this is a funky surface, though. Maybe this is the catalyst for him to flip the putter. If he does, we've seen him go crazy low. I mean, you check the Corn Ferry stats from back in the day. Guy's got a 58 on the resume, but this is a player that has shown he obviously can compete. He was 14th at Honda, made the cut at the Players, 27th at Valspar. He missed the cut at Heritage, but that's going to happen. Again, this is why he's more risky than someone like Finau, obviously, but you're going to have him available in a week like this. If you want to be a little different, you say, I'm okay, kind of possibly upping my missed cut equity for a chance to be more unique if I really spike a top 5, if I spike an outright. This is a guy that, again, the books have him inside 40-1, as you can see on the screen. It's not some crazy pick to go to Jaeger. He's just not at the top of people's lists. And for that specific reason, I actually think he makes a lot of sense if you want to shake it up. So I'm going to go with Jaeger as my kind of against the grain one and done pick this week. Now, where am I actually going for one and done? Well, I got a guy for you, but I also want to say real quick, always like to show you guys OddsShopper Premium. If you want more bets, if you want more action, come right here. This is where you want to be. Again, the link is below. You sign up for your free week, test drive it, updates in real time. We got the NHL playoffs, the NBA playoffs, MMA is going on. Baseball, there's like 6 slates a day, unlimited options there. You can take all this stuff. If you're in a state, you do some wagering. This type of pools that can really help you out, take it to the next level. So if you're interested in at least seeing what we have, the link is below for your free trial. You can always access that because right now we are offering the free trial for 7 days, no risk. Just check it out. Let us know what you think. But let's get back to what we're talking about here. Mexico Open one and done picks. My pick right here on the screen, Gary Woodland for one and done this week. Is it safe? Is it risky? It's kind of somewhere in between for me. Gary Woodland, let's look at his year. Okay, he's playing pretty good. He's made 5 of 6 cuts. He had a top 10 at Genesis, and then he kind of regressed. He made these cuts, 54th at the Players, 45th at Valspar. He was good at the Masters, 14th, and 31st at Heritage. When I look at Heritage, I'm a little confused. He gained 4 strokes putting. He hadn't gained strokes putting since January. So you think, man, why did he not come better than 31st? He lost 5 strokes around the green. It's kind of a whack-a-mole situation. One thing is good, one thing is bad. I like that because it feels like the game is actually pretty close. And the one thing I can say for basically certain, he's going to gain off the tee. He hasn't lost off the tee all year. He's automatic off the tee. He's going to gain strokes. And at this place, pretty long. It looks Bomber's Paradise-esque. That is step one. I think if you have the ability to be aggressive off the tee, it's going to neutralize some of the possible areas where you struggle. You can get away with some things. And a guy like Gary Woodland, gain off the tee, irons come and go. Around the green, you hold on and you hope he spikes a putting week. We could be en route for a good showing. I bet him. Again, not extremely correlated to one and done, but obviously if you bet a guy, kind of like him. And I did bet Gary Woodland. He is on the card. Again, you can check out Putting for Dough, our betting show right on this very channel, but that's a story for a different time. Gary Woodland is my one and done selection this week, and I feel pretty good about it. That'll do it. Tony Finau, Stephan Jaeger, Gary Woodland. Those are the type of guys that I think you should and could look at for one and done this week. If you have one and below, a guy I didn't talk about, drop it in the comments. Always like to hear who you guys are on. If you have questions, comments, concerns, victory laps, I don't really care what it is as long as it's nice. At JazzRazDFS on Twitter. Love, appreciate all the support. We have a great group here at OddsShopper Golf. You guys have been outstanding. Just want to say thanks as always for tuning in. I know big tournaments are coming up, but in the meantime, let's try to move up the one and done standings and set ourselves up for the PGA Championship. Good luck. Go Gary Woodland. And until next time, stay cashing.